We are joined by Olatubosun Abolarinwa, who is a security consultant, as we're focusing on national security matters. Of course, you might have heard that Ansaru say, well, speculation that there is plenty of group emerging from Boko Haram. And then you have another group who addressed a press conference saying, we dissociate ourselves from what's going on. We actually do want a ceasefire. Some other reports talking about GTF and ceasefire. Morning, Mr. Tubosu. Thank you for joining us this morning. You've been reading the analysis and the situation concerning what's going on. But from your perspective, with this new Ansaru, as they have heard it, you think we're seeing the end of all of this insurgents, killings, and security situation in our hands now?
Just as well as, I don't think we've seen the end of it so far. Terrorism is not something that will come into the system and we just go away like that. I always believe that if a real terrorism incident or occurrences happens or emerges in any country, no matter what the government have or what they do, since it involves people and belief and ideology, it might take another 50 years, which is about 5 decades, before we can kick it out. That is if we are doing the right thing at the moment. There will be more group because they are human beings too. They have agreement, they have disagreement, they have differences in ideology, and this will come to play a major role in the way groups will come up. In the political party at the moment, we can see more parties coming up. We can see more organizations trying to form another party. The same thing applies to the terrorist group too. There will be disagreement, there will be agreement, and we should expect more groups to come up in the nearest future.
Well, security analysts read this situation. Is it in their favor that they're actually disagreeing and breaking up, or what?
I wouldn't think so, to be honest with you. One thing we should bear in mind with all these emergencies is that they have one thing in common. They are going to kill, they are going to maim, and they are going to make life difficult for the whole country. So I wouldn't want to think that it is in the interest of security agencies. Actually, it is a time that security agencies should get more worried, get themselves more organized, come up with more ideas of how to challenge it. Be it Ansaru, be it Boko Haram, be it Al-Qaeda, be it Taliban, they are organizations that are set up to make the quality of life difficult for people. So there is no security agent or outfit that will be happy with the fact. It's just it's as if a doctor is realizing that while dealing with one part of cancer, another one is springing up everywhere. It's all aiming towards bloodshed and more destabilization, and something needs to be done urgently.
Well, anyway, let's come in here. Let's look at it this way. Perhaps you tell us if you think we're doing enough, because for some, they say if we've been able to do what we should have been doing, then there wouldn't have been any reason for any group or splinter group to rear its head to unleash violence on the people.
Insecurity situation is not only a problem that is limited to Nigeria alone. It is a global phenomenon. Nigeria is just beginning to have our own fair share. The Malians are having their own fair share. Either we like it or not, there has been a kidnapping in Cameroon recently. They are going to have their own share. And until we wouldn't blame the effort of Nigeria or Nigerian government that they are not doing enough. From my position, I think they are doing everything within their power to try to curtail this. However, if the people of Nigeria or the people of the West African coast, the government of the West African coast did not come together to tackle this as a unit, then we might be in for a very, very nasty future. I get worried at the beginning of this with the fact that it might spread to Republic of Benin, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Niger. Now, the new group that just spoke of the Ansaru, they say that they want to take the whole of Northern City and the Republic of Niger. So either we like it or not, we have a neighboring country that is going to face terrorism in its full-fledged. Another problem which I'm foreseeing is that the moment we sent our soldier to go and fight in Mali, we have opened ourselves up for more attacks. Even if the group in Nigeria, all the group in Nigeria gives up today, we have opened our door to international terrorism, and our strategy and our modus operandi regarding dealing with the problem needs to change. There needs to be a shift.
Well, in other words, if you look at it critically, it has gone beyond what the security operatives alone can actually do, because in other climes we understand how the people, now we're talking about citizens' participation, help in stemming or reducing the effect of such terrorists in our country. What do you think as Nigerians we can start doing, especially in areas where they haven't reached yet?
Thank you very much. That is a very, very important question you have raised, and I'm really, really happy that you raised it. Apart from terrorism, any crime occurrence in any country is not something you expect only the law enforcement to deal with alone. The law enforcement, for instance, the police, the population of police in Nigeria is about 381,000, and we have 160-something million people in Nigeria. If I do that equation very well, you realize that one policeman is looking after 840 people in Nigeria. That is, it's not a realistic ratio at all. So that now brings it back to personal approach. We as Nigeria need to change our attitudes towards the security agent or outfit. It is our country. We are the one that we are at the receiving end of this. In the far north, only God knows which father will go out tonight to meet the welcoming arm of their wives and children. Why? Because there is shooting. Yesterday, Sunday, about 8 people were killed in Kaduna, which is less than 2 hours away, 2 hours drive away from Abuja. The people of Nigeria need to find a way of seeing this as a personal problem to them, as opposed to leaving it in the hands of the force law enforcement. We need to have the habit of watching out, forming a group, being more vigilant, being more security conscious, know who your neighbors are. If you see anything or any activities that you suspect, get in touch with the police. I think everybody in Nigeria now should have the number of their police DPO. Recently, the IG did order that all DPO should advertise their number within their telephone number within their catchment area. We need to make use of this, and if we see anything suspicious, only God knows, a man with an AK-47 in Wuse, only God knows who one of the bullets is going to hit. I don't think those people, when they are going out, have the intention of killing one particular person. They just want to kill en masse, they want to maim, and they want to destroy. So it is time for Nigerian, the 160 million Nigeria, to take this. Don't see it as a northern problem, because it's already spreading. It's like a cancer. We're talking about having a terrorist cell in Lagos. That is exactly how they operate. They have a cell group all over the country. They will strike wherever they wish and whenever they wish. The dangerous difference between the Ansaru and the Boko Haram is that they did say that they want to cover all the northern states and the federal capital. The Ansaru did not say that. They will strike anywhere, and I think there has been an activities in Kogi, which is across the River Niger. So I'm suspecting that if care is not taken, Ekiti, Osun, Kwara, where a suspected terrorist from Iran has been arrested recently, is going to start experiencing some kind of disturbances.